Hey there! In this video, you're going to learn how to make your experience or lack thereof a non-issue. You're going to learn two things that will make hiring managers disregard your lack of experience. And you're going to learn the key ingredient that most new grads, freshers are lacking in an interview, and this often costs them job offers. So I'm Natalie Fisher, and I specialize in helping new graduates like you who have worked hard in the classroom to reach their full potential and land those high-level jobs sooner rather than later. So that's what I do. So stay tuned. Okay, let's get into it. So how to make your experience or lack thereof experience a non-issue. So when you're being compared to a bunch of other more experienced candidates, then of course not having as much experience is not going to help you, and it's going to affect your confidence levels when you go in for the interview as well. But what if you were to create your own opportunities instead of competing for existing ones? So that's the first thing I want to talk about, is creating your own opportunities. And what this means is that you don't actually have to compete in a bloody ocean of jobs that you see. So the ones that are posted on Indeed or Monster or Career Builder and such, those are the ones that everybody sees. So you can actually create your own blue ocean of opportunities. So by reaching out to people who can help you in your job search, reaching out to the right people with specific messaging who can help you open up those opportunities that are not posted. 85% of those opportunities are secured this way. So by people who are reaching out to the right people. So if you master how to do that, your experience becomes a whole lot less of a thing, because you are no longer competing with thousands of other candidates. You are now creating your own opportunities. So next, two things that will make hiring managers disregard your lack of experience. So the first is interview skills themselves. So they're not something that many people have taken the time to actually master and actually learn about. Not many people take the time to study how to actually prepare for an interview like a pro, for example, or how to come across confidently, or how to really stand out and stand in their worth in interviews. So when someone comes along that does all those things and impresses them by bringing value, then they're not so concerned about the person's experience. If they connect with somebody, the truth is likability can be more important than skills, intelligence, or experience. So the person who's most likable will get preference. It's simply how it is, because we're humans. Interviewers cannot help themselves. It's usually subconscious, because they're only human too. You might think this is unfair or even unprofessional way to choose somebody, and you would think that given the choice between someone who's highly competent yet unpleasant to deal with versus somebody who's extremely likable but not very smart, the obvious choice would be to choose the competent jerk, for lack of a better word, right? Well, I thought so too. However, it turns out that there's a study done by Harvard Business Review that shows people say they choose the competent jerk in theory, but in practice they actually pick the lovable fool for many reasons. Even though interviewers don't like to admit this, even to themselves, the lovable fool wins. So here are some examples, some little sound bites from this study, and I'll link it up below so you can check it out. If somebody is liked, his or her colleagues will seek out every little bit of competence that he or she has to offer. And the second one is, sometimes it can be difficult to pry the needed information from the jerk simply because he is a jerk. So likability is one of those things that can literally trump your lack of experience. And there are other things as well. So I specialize in this, helping new grads, freshers with this, so I've learned and seen all the tricks that work. So the second key is failing to make that connection. So with people in the room, a priority with those interviewers, with the person you're speaking to, is you want to relate with them and you want to connect with them. And the easiest way to do that, I've found, is through flattery. So through flattery and through stories. People are very drawn to people who give them genuine compliments. And the great thing about it is You don't need experience to give genuine compliments. You just need a little practice. Okay, so next, the key ingredient most new graduates are lacking in an interview that often costs them the job. So the key ingredient you might think is a little easier said than done, but I'm talking about good old confidence. If you show up confidently, you can be sure that they're going to feel that confidence that you have in yourself, and it's going to pass on into their minds as a confident person to bring on board for the role. The way that you bring confidence to an interview is by being better prepared than anyone else. Now, depending on you, there are different things that you'll want to do to prepare. One is company-specific research. Another is prepare your studyable answers. Preparation is the antidote to fear. So when you're able to really see yourself as that confident person in your mind and you show up in the interview well prepared with that aura of confidence, your lack of experience slowly melts away. So my mission here is making sure that you are not settling for less, because the truth is you don't have to. I push my students to really raise the bar for themselves and shoot for more than they thought they deserved. So that's what my message is all about. And that's what my goal is for you, to impact as many recent grads, university graduates, freshers, so that I can help them and you achieve unthinkable things in their career faster than they ever thought possible. So there are specific tactics that you can use to develop your confidence, and I'm going to give you a head start right now with a free guide. So if you've liked this video so far, I've put together a very comprehensive guide on how to prepare for the most common interview questions in a way that helps you cultivate confidence and helps you communicate your value and connect. You're going to get a series of concrete examples for the top 10 most commonly asked behavioral and situational interview questions, and you're going to get fill in the blank templates for each question so you can start to prepare your own. And if you are still getting stuck, because a lot of people do have trouble coming up with their stories right away, I've also included 25 questions to come up with your own stories much quicker and more easily. So just ask yourself those questions and you'll start to have ideas coming up. And all of this comes in a beautifully designed workbook designed specifically for you to prepare for your next interview. All you have to do to get it is click the link below and enter your name and email, and it will be in your inbox within a few minutes. By the end of working through the guide, you'll be feeling much more confident and much more prepared for your interview so that you can really go in there and nail it. So click below to grab it now. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Leave me a comment, and I will see you soon. Bye. So interview skills themselves,